So I have been doing some spectacular fails around pitching where I want to go with my energy work, clearing work. I did a little bit of clearing on it with my hypnosis study group, and I did a little bit of clearing on it on another, but I'm still not trying to trying to get a succinct "this is what I want to do" isn't coming up. And I'm like as I said, the tapping group is doing a thing starting tonight for the next 2 weeks, and I'm like, ooh, I should check that out and see if there's things I can add in. And I'm like, do I want to add in more, or am I avoiding something? And it really feels like I'm avoiding something rather than adding more. But I can't put my finger on what I'm avoiding.
So this is to start your own practice.
Yes.
So let's start at the beginning. Do you want to start your own practice?
Yes.
How much is there a lot of responsibility in having your own practice?
Oh, that's a loaded question. I'm going with yes, because the first thing that came up for me is I want to make sure that I'm always helping people along a better path for them.
Okay. So that's incredibly limiting.
Okay.
And I know it sounds great. You want to help people along a better path.
But if they have to get worse before they're better, is that what you're thinking?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Then you cannot start your practice if there's a chance that they could get worse, or you could accidentally put them along the worst path.
Yeah. Get my liability insurance paid up and hang on for the ride.
Yep.
I see.
So are you willing to destroy the belief that you have to make sure that everyone you work with gets better?
Yes.
Ow. Oof.
Yeah, some resistance there.
And remember that you could be giving really good advice and they're going to hear what they want to hear.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You've heard of Bob Proctor?
I have been watching a bunch of Bob Proctor lately, actually.
Okay, so he's one of the top guys in the world.
Right.
And I was at a workshop with him, and one of the things he said was, you should be flying business class. You should be treating yourself and pampering yourself. But the context wasn't there fully. He said that. And so I said, ooh, okay, Bob's saying that, that's what I'm going to do. But he meant within your budget. And pretty soon I did not have a lot of money left because I'm flying business class to different places.
Yeah.
Right. So at that point in my life, I was trying to increase my income. That was the point where my income actually went to zero for a while, but I was still traveling business class because Bob told me to.
Yes.
And if I'd actually went up to Bob and said, Bob, you told me to do this, he would have been like, well, no, that's crazy. Why would you do that when you don't have the money to afford that? But that's not where I was. So,
right.
So, okay. Are you willing to destroy the belief that you have to get it right?
Yes.
And this is a neat one that's coming up for you. Are you willing to step out of the story that everyone you work with will always come to you when they need help? Ow.
Yeah. Yeah. Because, wow, that is an interesting one. Because I expected the opposite. People that know me won't. Interesting. Okay.
It's a neat story because as far as business goes, if people are having problems, you want them to come to you. But if whenever someone's having a problem, they always come to you and you start getting more and more clients, that's going to get overwhelming. And if you don't have the capacity to say, it's not your time, sorry, because you've got to help everyone, that's just going to cause some interesting situations.
Yeah. Yeah. That's really interesting.
Trust me, to this day, although I'm very strict about, when I'm available, I'll get texts at 12:15 a.m. I could really use a clearing right now. And I'm like, well, it's not your time.
And you see, that's where I think things could work really well, because that would be a great time for me. That's kind of the middle of my day.
And that's fine for you, but when's the worst time for you?
Oh, early morning.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
what if
without a
someone's having a
schedule,
panic attack, they're about to go to a meeting or an interview?
they should go to the ER. Yeah.
Okay.
Or they should call you after your snuggling with Brinks is done.
Okay.
Because I'm probably not ready until 1300, give or take.
Okay. Well, that's where you're
But I'm
saying goodbye.
good at 0200.
Well,
That's
then
generally a good time for me.
there's a whole segment of the population that's going to appreciate your hours.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. How's that feel?
Spinny, and not just because I'm doing a cleanse. It's kind of cool.
Okay.
There's a second piece to this, and I wanted to find out if it's related or it's separate. I haven't developed the my physicality in relation to when things are shifting. I get a felt sense for it. I know when it's shifting. I can tell people when it's shifting. But I don't get the yawning, shaking, shuddering unless I'm working with someone that already yawns, shakes, or shudders.
Why would you want one?
I want to ask a question.
I am more like, am I missing a piece to do this work?
If you can sense when there's a shift, you don't need a physical backup.
Okay. Well, you sometimes talk about how the physical gives people a visual feedback.
It can, but if you've got an awareness of how big things are, then what do you care?
Okay. All right.
If my body stopped coughing, I wouldn't complain. Oh, I've lost my cough. I'd be like, oh my God, the cough's gone. Yay. And and I've thrown that out there, but my body just seems to like the cough, so we're going for now.
All right. It was more of a, am I stifling a thing because I don't want this to kick off, or I don't want this to become too.
No, you are stifling it because you want the physical sensation. So are you willing to destroy the belief that you can't move into this next phase until you get a physical reaction going?
Yes.
Oh. Okay, how's that feel?
That was a very cool shift. That was like, I don't know, my best description is like, I could feel things sliding sideways.
Neat.
Yeah, very different. Awesome. Thank you so very much.
You're welcome. Hey, this is Shiraz, and if you made it this far, please click like, and if you haven't already, subscribe to this channel. And if you would like shifts like the person in the video, subscribe to our monthly magic program. The link is in the description. You will get monthly coaching as well as emails going out to help boost your vibration, your wealth, your success, and as well as a lot of other perks. And remember, be well, be aware, and be magical.